Hello everyone and welcome to a new episode of the Gamer Talk podcast. Bernhard von der Horst is my guest today. Hey Bernhard, happy to see you.
Hello, happy to be here. How you guys doing?
I'm doing fantastic. How's life?
I can't complain. I mean, we had that cataclysm with, can I say Microsoft or micro motherfucker? No, the motherfucker is a compliment. Yeah. So that sucked.
True.
2 months ago, life really sucked
Mm-hmm.
for all of us
Same.
at Romero Games.
Yeah.
I don't know how bad it hit you, but for me, it really, really hit bad. But I'm totally cool now, you know?
Yeah. It was really, really bad. So because it came out of nothing, I'd say, not really out of nothing. Like there were studio closures before, and there's stuff going on at the industry, but I never really felt, especially what we were cooking at Romero, I never really felt we were in any danger. You know what I mean?
Same. For me, it was completely out of the blue. I didn't even know there were May layoffs prior to us, but I don't really follow too much news these days. I just focus on art, music. Yeah, it's there's no point for me. I just mainly art, music, true crime, hobbies, interests.
Yeah, living the life, huh?
Things are all right now. Freelancing, working on marketplace stuff. How about yourself?
Yeah, same for me. I'm mostly building portfolio pieces and trying to get a job, apply on different positions, speak with people. Kind of pull every thread that is available at the moment, because with the state of the industry, you gotta do and give everything you have to get your foot in the door again.
You do, because competition is much higher than it was when I started.
Absolutely.
Professionally, I started about 28, end of 2017 is my first studio job, but competition is way higher now. There's way more people that are really, really great in all the disciplines: environment, character, weapons, vehicles, whatever.
Everything is not a niche anymore, I'd say, because in every niche there are experts that are just doing the hardcore stuff.
Yeah. You can't just have a visas. You can't really just have an okay portfolio, or as it seems to me, you gotta really push it.
Yeah.
And that's not a bad thing, you know. Oh yeah, sorry.
Absolutely. Sure. Let's speak about your experience. So you started out in 2017.
At my first studio, I was doing my first freelance gig for my friend Dave Kahn in America. He was in Massachusetts. H.P. Lovecraft, monsters and so on. Couldn't believe someone was paying me back then for doing something I loved. I loved it.
It's crazy, right?
It's like, what? They paid me for sculpting stuff. And I'm like, yeah. And then, about a year and a half later, I moved from London to Leamington to get my first studio job, which was also
Leamington Spa.
Yeah. I lived in London most of my adult life, but I had to move for my job because at the time life was a bit dire, losing my warehouse job, my vehicle.
Yeah, you told me about that.
I have 2 kittens to look after, and I'm losing the rental house as well. So it was brutal, but healthy.
Okay, that's good.
It makes you stronger, right?
Absolutely.
But at the time, you don't think that. Yeah, sorry.
It always feels bad in the moment, but seeing it in the past, it always, it's a completely different mindset, right? It always feels bad in the moment, but when you're away from it and it's in the past, you always
grateful
see it
for
as exactly.
But only in hindsight,
There's no losing, there's only learning, I'd say.
Yeah, that's true.
So then you joined Rocksteady.
Yeah, Anthony Scott was head recruiter then, I believe. I made a character in my spare time with the sole intent of getting better and attracting AAA studios' attention, because at the time I thought AAA will be the be-all and end-all, working for a AAA studio. It was 2019. And it was really great. The Rocksteady saw me, they contacted me, and I moved back to London because I'm a city boy. And Leamington is a lovely place, but for me, I couldn't wait to go back to London, even though Leamington was a lovely breather.
I I had my exchange program with the school in England,
yeah?
in Leamington. Yeah, it's a small, little, lovely city, I'd
It's
say.
a lovely place, lovely people, but
Yeah.
I love London.
Okay.
I love the nightlife and so on. So I was very happy to go there and work for Rocksteady. I just couldn't believe where I was finding myself after working like blue collar jobs most of my life.
Yeah, then working at Rocksteady, that's kind of a dream coming
Like
true.
what?
Huh?
Yeah, it was really great. Rocksteady was very good to me. You know, I'm not going to say anything about Suicide Squad, but the people and my lead, Sean Spetch, is awesome. I'm still friends with him, Ivan Nesterov, and so on. So yeah, I made a few friends there, and we were treated like gold, you know, by the studio, and it was all good. Yeah, I was quite happy there.
So you only did characters for Rocksteady, or did you do props?
No, I didn't
as
do
well?
characters. I was a prop artist. I wish it was characters, but I didn't quite feel. I wasn't definitely not up to their standards at the time anyway. So, but so we did. I was part of the game art team, and we did what they called the Euro props. So like the skull ship in the sky, or the claws of the skull ship, bigger, interactable props and stuff. It was fun. It was cool for a while, and then did that for about just under 4 years.
Okay, and then you joined Romero.
Oh yeah, when Hayo Hukuk.
Hayo,
My
just
friend Hayo contacted
Happy birthday,
me.
Hayo. Yeah.
Happy birthday. Yes, that reference will be known to many.
Yeah.
I was going to join them only in like beginning 2024, but then they actually asked if I could join in March 2023, and I was like, wow, I'm going to work with the John Romero, and on stuff I was, born to make. It's the only job that I've ever loved was the Romero games. I loved people, my job, the studio, everything about it was perfect, and yeah. I think if we don't get we don't really work there anymore. We still refer to ourselves as Romero Games people, right? Because if funding happens, I'm going straight back there immediately. That's why I'm freelancing now. I'm not tied to any other place. I would kill to go to just have. I mean, it's a half-finished game, right?
Jump
it'll
back
be like
in.
a Black Friday sale. Sorry.
So you would be any time ready to jump back into action.
Yes, instantly, right now. Like if there's an email saying, "Hey, I'll stop this podcast," but yeah, I'm right there. And John knows, and so it takes time for it to get a publisher. They obviously they can't say anything at the moment. It's private stuff between them and publishers, and maybe nothing happens. But it's a half-finished thing. Well, I can't say how much finished, but for a publisher, it'll be like a Black Friday sale, right? Because they only have to fund to finish the game and not the whole thing. So in my stupid brain, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. So how did you get into creatures then, man? Looking at your portfolio, everything is creature, everything is nasty and sometimes horror-ish, and it's not weird, but weird in a good way. Like it really does something with me. You know what I mean?
I'm not sure, but I do take that as a compliment.
You can, yeah, absolutely.
When I was young, I've always loved snarling teeth, so sharks, great whites used to be my favorite. Dinosaurs, I always went to the library back then. This was in the 80s. To go take out picture books of sharks and dinosaurs, and I would draw and paint them. That's all I really cared about. Monsters, I just loved it. I've been trying to figure out exactly why did that crystallize in my youth that I want to see teeth and monsters. I don't know, but I just love it. You may notice in my illustration, none of them, or few of them, are screaming or like snarling. They're all quite calm, and I do like.
That's
usually
true.
Sculpting things in a calm, almost I wouldn't say dignified, but yeah, just calm demeanor.
So
I've always liked monsters.
Has there been any other inspiration when you were a child? I guess horror movies. Alien,
yeah.
maybe. This kind
of course. I mean, one of the best movies ever made. But even just outside of horror, even one of the best films. But I saw the Nightmare on Elm Street film. This is my first horrors. That and, well, The Gate actually was, but that doesn't really count. I was like 9. But when I was, I got into Freddy Krueger massively when I was 9 years old. Don't know that my parents allowed that.
That's early.
It is early, and Friday the 13th, and I loved Freddy's inventiveness, and I'm not into that anymore. But when I was a kid and teenager, he was my idol, Freddy Krueger. And then Alien, of course, it's like everyone else. The first time you see the Xenomorph, it's like, oh fuck, that's the coolest design of all time. Still is, I would say. It's overexposed, but that's not the movie's fault. It's just so good. Any unusual creatures that are not standard dragon style, I guess. Even though I'm making a pack of dragon heads right now, I'm trying to make them a bit more unusual. But yeah, any cool monsters.
That's cool. Yeah, I was always afraid of them when I was a child, so I didn't. I'm younger than you, so I didn't grow up with that kind of movies.
What did you grow up with? What was your favorite?
I'm born 1994, so like Harry Potter has been a huge Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
That has been a huge thing for me.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Lord of the Rings is amazing. Yeah,
I
read the books.
They're untouched. Yeah, I read them as well. Yeah.
You have those films though. It's funny.
Oh my god.
When I was a teenager, late 20s or early 20s when they came out, and I didn't really like them then because I was too busy with.
Really? So you watched them in the cinema, right?
Yes, but I watched them.
Oh my god.
Again. One Sunday I sat down and I watched the extended versions with Red 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Oh my god, they're incredible. Wow, yeah.
That's a masterpiece, right? Yeah.
Yep. Watch the whole 14 hours in one go. I recommend it. It's just awesome. Make it a whole day marathon.
Yeah. Like the effort and the determination that was put into the movie is unmatched. Like compared to the new Amazon Prime series, that's nothing.
Rubbish.
That's kindergarten compared to it. You know what I mean?
It is. And look at the people's helmets and armor and clothing and everything is freshly washed and pressed. It's like what hair? Everything is. It looks ridiculous. I have no respect for that show at all. Rings of Power, I think, is rubbish.
Yeah, absolutely.
No
I don't want to. I watched the first 2 or 3 episodes and then turned it off. Maybe that's my pride, that's my ego, but there's something off.
You saved time. It's
exactly
not good. So a lot of it makes no sense. I'm not going to go into this. I don't like to be too negative for too long, but I hated it.
Yeah. So when let's say you wanna Bernhard steps in front of the PC and you wanna start a new creature, how do you start? Are you just doodling around, or are you having a huge library of reference images? How's your go-to there? Are you doing thumbnailing? How do you
I sometimes
proceed?
do thumbnailing, not as much as I should. I don't have a huge library of reference images. No, I tend to go on Pinterest and Google Images. Mainly Pinterest, when I just look at references, real life stuff, other artists, anything. Just that strikes my fancy, and then use that as influences. It's usually often not the best, most efficient workflow when I'm doing personal stuff. But I just have fun with it, and it's Pinterest mainly. Trying to think if there's anything else. It's Pinterest. I really like the rabbit hole that images are on Pinterest for reference.
So how do you start then? What is happening in your brain?
I don't know. I'm kind of like a shoot from the hip kind of guy. So I just let me think. So if I go in ZBrush, spheres, or Zed spheres sometimes, although I haven't used them in a while. And just block out a cool looking silhouette. So primary forms, like everyone else, get a cool primary shape, zoom out a lot, look at it from afar. It's a great way to quickly see if something's going to work or not. Usually, not always. And just get that primary shape going, play around with some secondary shapes, and I do have a library of my own jaws and monster heads and so on. Yeah, that I sell as well in the marketplace. I'm not trying to plug stuff, by the way. What I'm trying to say is I often use that to start off an idea by using my own prefabricated jaws. Because teeth is a big thing for me. I like teeth, and that's usually, or very often, a focal point on a monstrous creature or character, and I like to go from there. A lot of the time I start with the jaws.
Yep, because they're mostly in the middle, and from there everything is maybe going away, or...
I would say for me, I think teeth, because they're such a natural focal point on monsters, because that's one of the dangerous parts, and there's a lot of interest there and noise and detail. So I often start with teeth, very, very often actually, very, very often.
Yeah, why I'm asking these questions, because most of the when I see some of your finished stuff, I say, how is he coming up with that? How is he, like, where does he even start to break down this huge creature or monster? And it has so many small little details. Like, you obviously don't start with the details, but like, it's always super hard for me to understand how these super complex creatures are working, or how they are done.
It's the same old flow as with anything else, like an environment piece or a weapon, or even a weapon. Same principles, primary, secondary, tertiary, micro, bit of back and forth between those levels if needs be, which is almost always the case for me. So it's just step by step, really, running a marathon, I suppose.
Nice. Is there any?
Yeah.
Do you use any 2D sketches, or is this all?
No.
Are you straight in 3D?
Usually straight in 3D. Sometimes I do overpaints in Photoshop quickly of 3D things, but I very, very rarely 2D sketch, because it's funny because when I was a kid, I used to, fine art was what I was good at, pencil and fine liner, fine art. And then eventually oil painting I was okay at, not great. And then in my early 20s I just stopped all of that, because I moved to London from Cape Town, and all I cared about was music and rock and roll, industrial music and so on. But I don't really enjoy sketching or working in 2D that much, unless it's to guide myself, as an overpaint and so on. Then I like it, but I don't enjoy. For me, it's kind of like when I went into 3D about, what am I, 46, about 11 years ago, maybe 12, when I started learning it from YouTube and so on, and became adept at it. The difference between 3D and 2D for me is like flying a jet fighter pilot versus riding a bicycle. I just can't really go back to drawing in 2D.
I know what you mean.
If I was good at 2D, I would have liked it though. I'm not saying it's better or worse, by the way. It's just me. I'm not that great at 2D.
Because basically the job you have could be something in 2D as well, right? You could be a concept creature artist, or just painting creatures in 2D, right?
Yeah. For all we know, in a few years, I don't know, like 3D artists will be less common than concept artists, because I don't like it, but a lot of these 3D mesh generators are becoming really good, and if it gets to a state where, because the 3D artist usually crafts what the concept artist design, right? So it may be, I may be completely wrong, that once upon a time, that eventually the concept artist makes their concept. They take an AI thing to give them front, back, side, and top view of their own concept, just that step, and then use a 3D mesh generator to generate their concept as a mesh. And I may be completely wrong with this, but I suspect 3D artists and concept artists may converge into one. Well, definitely in indie studios, but I know a lot of people want to punch me right now, but I'm not saying I like it, but it seems very likely. I mean, at the end of the day, studios want to save money, Who doesn't want to save money? It's just, you want to save money, I want to save money, and if they can, why would they let a 3D artist spend a whole month sculpting something when they can get at least halfway there with a mesh generator from an image that the concept artist made? Maybe I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I love 3D art sculpting.
Same for me, man. It would be a shame if that happened, but we might need to accept it, because that's how studios work. Then maybe. Yeah,
but you can't really apply feedback
Yeah.
with these things. But again, the concept artist can apply all the feedback and then just generate that mesh, maybe like 90% done. And then you still need to I don't think ZBrush and sculpting and so on is going away for a very long time. So, the people who have the skills will still get the job as opposed to AI
Yeah, and
bros
sculpting is still super complex, right? It's still
and
something
modeling. Box
that
modeling
really
is very, very complex.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm definitely not doom saying anything, but yes, I think that may be the thing.
Another thing
Yeah.
I'm interested in, like you have the artistic creativity that you bring into the creatures, but on the other side, we are making video games and there is gameplay.
Yeah.
And so how do you balance the creativity part and the gameplay part with like hitboxes, readability, animations? That's something, because a good creature design doesn't help when it's not like readable if it's not blending into the environment, or if it's like not visible, if the animations are looking off, if the animations are not working, etc. So how do you find the right balance between these two factors?
Well, sorry. Sometimes you only really know until it's in game. That's why we try and get whatever meshes and things we have in game as quickly as possible. The gray box, and all the high poly decimated to see just how does the silhouette look when moving, and of course judge what changes will need to be made in the silhouette or the noise detail frequency and so on if needed, because gameplay and readability comes before artistic what's the word, you know what I mean, before artistic preferences. Gameplay is paramount. Our little preferences can go screw itself if it's irrelevant in this case at that moment, if it's not readable or doesn't work or it's too noisy. And,
okay, so
animation, I often do like animation look dev with the creature before it's in game to see how it could move and so on, if that sometimes helps.
Yeah, and also like in a good case, the creature concepts have already been approved with designers, so you can early in the production you can pinpoint that the creature will be making sense in 3D, and it also will work whether it's readability, whether it's hitboxes and animation, right? Before you even start with 3D, you know what I mean?
I guess, but although you only really know once you're in the game, and let's say it's a shooter or whatever, a first-person shooter, and you're shooting at it, then it's only when you only really know at that point. That's why we get the grey boxed, loosely rigged things into a game as soon as possible, before the low poly has been done, before it's been textured, and before a month has been spent on it. Just get that.
So you can easily adjust stuff.
Yes. Ideally, we'd get the block out into the game, as we often do, into the game.
Yeah, we did it for weapons.
Yeah, same for I don't know how much I'm allowed to say. I'm not going to say nothing, but yeah. Generally, it's a standard rule of thumb. Get the block out into the game at most studios and see how it goes.
Yeah. So, what's your workflow then when it comes to creatures? You are, I imagine you are sculpting the high poly, and when the high poly is done, how do you proceed? Are you doing Retopo in Maya? Are you using any external tools?
Mine's pretty industry standard. Yes, Maya. ZBrush sculpting is usually where I start. If it's hard surface, if it's more like a character creature or monstrous creature or character, with armor or sci-fi, then some of the hard surface stuff I would tackle in Maya sometimes, depending on how rounded or square it is and so on, the type of shapes. ZBrush sculpting, and definitely Maya squad draw for retopology, because it's... I love retopology. It's so relaxing. I can do it all day. Well, yeah, I could actually do it all day. I could, but it's just so relaxing, and it's fun to see how low you can get it without losing the baked detail. But yeah, standard stuff. I didn't use any third-party plugins that I can remember right now. Bake and Marmoset Toolbag. I'm surprised how many people bake in Painter,
Mm-hmm.
but not Toolbag.
Yeah, I
Because,
bake in
it's fast.
Toolbag. Yeah.
No, I know. I've seen your bevel test. Very, very cool.
Yeah,
I
I
haven't
did
tried
that.
it yet. I haven't.
Yeah, it's
Is that
super cool.
very useful or?
A lot of people are baking in Substance Painter.
Mm,
I I tried out the bevel shader, and you really need to. You need. At first, I was a bit. Yeah. At first, I was like, you have the same bevel width for every edge, which you don't
yeah.
want because different materials have different edge width. So
Yeah.
what you can do is you can export a mask from Maya that has different values for each edge, and then you can adjust then you can adjust different values for different edges, which is really cool. I would say for small props, this is like a big game changer whether it comes to baking. You
Yeah.
don't need
I
a high
see
poly
that.
anymore.
Mm,
Yeah.
That's very cool.
But for like big complex weapons where you have like let's say a weapon grip where you want to bake in stuff and you want to have cool shapes that are baked into that, I think you still need a high poly. Yeah.
Yeah. I can see so. But yeah, I think it's probably more. But now many character artists baking Painter because I love the control. I mean, of Marmoset per mesh, and you can
Yeah,
move
the
stuff
skewing.
around and auto import
Yeah.
with just a specific mesh. You don't have to do the whole FBX and. Yeah,
That's
fun,
a game changer. Yeah.
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 If Painter had those, I would not. I would just stick to Painter, but it doesn't. It's got half-assed versions of that.
Yeah.
And texturing is really nice now on Marmoset and Toolbag. It's great.
Yeah,
Really,
have you
really
tried
great.
it?
Yeah, I tried it 2 years ago. I loved it. It didn't have all the finesse of Painter, but that was Marmoset Toolbag 3.
It's improving.
It's at version 5 now, and there's been great updates. I see today they released a hotkey editor. Thank fuck for that. So I'd imagine it's really great now. I have to try that again.
They're really improving.
Yeah, I do like that little company. Good people. Toolbag.
So how's your collaboration with other departments with animation? We already spoke about that. Like you're testing the gray boxes of creatures, how they are working in the engine, but how's your let's say your collaboration with sound design, if there is any?
With sound design.
Sound game designers, concept artists.
Yeah.
So
I mean, at Romero, I often felt like, oh man, I'm stepping on people's toes here, because I would dip my toes into all the departments that have nothing to do with it, like especially sound. Sound to me is everything.
Yeah,
music and sound to me is everything. So,
Bernhard is a huge sound enthusiast. Yeah,
I am absolutely. I love sound. I love synthesizer, sound design, programming, recording music. You know, that's my main passion in life is sound and music, way above 3D art. Just as a hobby though. So yeah, I would just say, hey guy, give ideas, like, because the cool thing about the Romero game is anyone could give ideas to any department. It's not, you're not like stay in your lane kind of vibe. No one's got any ego problems or anything, and So
absolutely.
Yeah, when it comes to my specific role, I would definitely always, when I start a new creature, check with Ian and all relevant people, about the lore of the creature, how it will move, the size, all these things that will impact, the sculpting, because I would interpret the concept. I wouldn't make exactly that one-to-one. It was always up for interpretation, so then I would go.
Yeah.
And of course, I would check with rigging if I design whatever obscure or odd joints or stuff. Would you like these arms posed like this or that? Which saves everyone a lot of time and headaches. So yeah, always check with other departments before starting a big creature or anything really. It just helps everyone out.
And you played the game a lot, and you always played it like daily, and you always gave feedback, which is so big. The biggest QA has been Bernhard.
I really love the game because it's something I would buy and make if I had the skills to make a game on my own, or something pretty similar that I would make. I like really. Well, I can't say anything because
Yeah.
all Ramiro had on the website was Unreal 5 first-person shooter back to roots.
Yes. That's as far as you can go.
Yes, and I almost said certain keywords and I won't. Don't worry. Because then you have to go look for it and edit it out, and that must be a pain in the ass for you. It ticked all the boxes for me.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I just love playing it, and I like play testing it too because I wanted it to do well. So and I've got first-person shooter experience. I'm not saying this like, whoa, look at me, but since '93, I was 14 years old in 1992, Wolfenstein 3D, and I've been playing shooters since '92, like from Doom. The last thing I was obsessed with was Left 4 Dead 2. It's my favorite shooter.
That's what you told me in the bar in Galway.
That's a perfect game.
You played Left 4 Dead like crazy.
Yeah, I had an embarrassing amount of hours. I mean, I quit gaming roughly in 2016.
Really? You
Yeah.
You quit gaming. You don't have a PlayStation. You don't have any.
I've never had a console. Don't worry, I'm not some Uber PC Master Race kind of guy at all. I don't give a crap about what a game is on. It's just as long as it's good. No, I stopped gaming completely then because I was working in a warehouse. I was in my mid-30s, going nowhere. So instead of playing games, if I play games, I would play many hours a day. I thought I'd rather practice really hard to get out of my going nowhere blue collar job, and it worked out well for me. So I just since then I'm happy to be back where I was when I was very young, like constantly creating music and art and stuff. And it's as opposed to, I mean, games are awesome. I don't have much time to play.
Crazy.
Except when I work on one, I play it all the time. If I was gaming now, what
would you play?
I would definitely jump into Cyberpunk 2077 with all the updates. It seems like it's an amazing game, like a sandbox of fun.
It is. Yeah.
And any, excuse me, I'll play Left 4 Dead 2 again. And any very violent, fast, fun, loud gun shooter, I'm in. It's my cup of tea. Yeah.
Yeah. The modern Doom games, maybe. Did you play
Dark
Doom
Ages.
2016?
Dark Ages looks like Microsoft got their hands on it and let's make it easy for everyone. It was like, I did play Doom 2016. It's the last. The last games I bought was Doom 2016, Just Cause 3, and Arkham Knight. I bought Just Cause 3 because I thought I was going to work at Avalanche, but I didn't.
Oh,
so
Avalanche
I bought
Studios.
Just Cause to see what games they make. I've never heard of it. I love that game. It's so much fun.
It's super funny. Yeah.
Awesome.
It's a huge playground.
Yes, I adore that game. And of course, Doom I played because I love Doom, and I thought 2016 was excellent. I loved it. The guns could have been a little bit louder, SFX-wise. The volume in the mix was, for my liking, but awesome game. Yes, a little bit more. I mean, the games that I keep telling you and everyone is, in my opinion, the best oomph in guns and volume in games is Valve games. Half-Life 1, 2, Counter-Strike, and Left 4 Dead. Those guns sound violent and impactful, and they are. But yeah, that's me babbling about games.
That's a cool story. So you quit gaming, huh? There are not that many game devs out there who don't play video games, right?
Yeah.
Because
most
of them got into game dev because of they are gaming it, right? 99%, I guess.
Well, yeah, I was addicted to games. I've been playing since I was 7 years old with Commodore 64 and then PC.
So would you say it's more like you don't want to feed the addiction anymore because when you start again, you can't lay them down, so you can't stop?
That's pretty much why. At the time, it was I worked in a warehouse, with SRD, which is all right, distributing vinyl across Europe, for indie record labels and so on. But at the time, 2015, 16, when I really sacrificed all my time and even weekends or on the tube, every second I was practicing sculpting in 3D. Even on the tube, I learned to really quickly take my laptop out. So I sat down and pull my tablet out and start sculpting. Within about 10 seconds from sitting on the tube, I would have my laptop out and sculpting. Even if it was like a 10-minute tube journey. And my girlfriend eventually left me as well, then girlfriend, because I didn't pay her much attention. I don't blame her at all. We're still very good friends. But it was like I had to get out of a blue-collar job in my mid-30s. It's depressing, I tell you. It's scary. You realize you're getting older and going nowhere. It's like, oh, fuck. How did I get here? So, yeah, every waking moment, learning 3D, rigging, animation, everything I could. As a generalist at first, and then focus on modeling. And I realized what I love the most.
Nice. Nice.
I mean, I was addicted. I have 4,000 hours on Left 4 Dead 2 alone on Steam. You know how sad
Oh my
that
god.
is? Yeah.
4,000 hours.
I'm not exaggerating. It only came out in 2009, I think. And I played yes. Yeah. Shit, it's the whole, that's embarrassing, but hey. That's why I quit. I couldn't do that again, you know. It's like...
Yeah, which is completely understandable, you know.
The game is perfect. You know, if on Steam it's the number 9 best rated game of all time. Like, I would put it at number 1. That says a lot. But yeah. It's perfect. It's perfect.
So, as you worked in smaller companies and even like really big companies, especially let's say Rocksteady, for example, what do you enjoy more? Would you say you work on these super big games or even the smaller, more indie stylish video games?
Now for sure indie or AA. Like Romero Games AA, perfect. Definitely. Just AAA has, I don't know for the last how many years, I don't know, 4, 5, 6, 7, I don't know, dropped the ball, man. There's just no respect for the gamer at all. Just want to chase Fortnite model money, which is, just chase that golden goose, live service, or regurgitate the same thing every bloody year. How many Assassin's Creeds are there, and so on, and no disrespect to the devs working on those, but
they are doing their best, you know. They don't make the decisions of how the games
disrespect
are.
To anyone working on that, it's just when shareholders start making the main decisions, the passion is gone. I mean, I'm stating the obvious. Everyone knows by now. So indies is where the cool stuff's happening in AA. I mean, those games consistently win the Game of the Year. Well, I don't know if they win Game of the Year, but you know what I mean.
Balatro, right? Balatro, Hades.
I know the name. It's a card game, right? I know John plays it all the time.
Yeah, I played it a lot. It was really cool.
What's so good about it?
I think it's the perfect mix between poker and a coin machine. Or how is it called?
That sounds quite funny. So it's very addictive, obviously.
Yeah.
But you don't have any.
It's the perfect balance between gambling and poker, and it's a roguelike, so you need to build your deck. Every run feels different.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
there's no real money involved.
No. I also read an article. It helped a lot of people with gambling problems and money problems to cure like the gambling addiction, because the game was so good and it really helped them to get away from real gambling and get more into Balatro to kind of get the same dopamine hits that they got from real gambling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And without losing any sense, you know. That's pretty cool.
Because, a lot of these people destroy their families,
Yeah.
Money, college fund, the kids, or whatever.
Oh, my God.
Yeah,
it's really bad.
Well, that's pretty cool.
It's a nightmare.
So gaming can have a good impact on society and not just...
It can, absolutely. And it does,
it does, yeah.
Especially when I think of some video games, they taught me some life lessons. Maybe The Last of Us. I would say God of War.
Really?
I'm not a father, but I can now understand how fathers are feeling better. Maybe I understand my father better after playing like the last 2 God of War games.
Very interesting.
Yeah, because it's the father-son story that is having like the core at it. I'd say everything is built around that, and
I'm well aware of God of War, but I never played it. Not on purpose. I just didn't get to it. Because I'm a first.
Man, you really missed out on some video games. If I'm honest,
I missed out on quite a few big ones, but if it wasn't a shooter with big guns, my interest wasn't as high.
Okay, that's absolutely fair.
Just my.
So yeah,
I don't have so much time.
I was at Gamescom
Yeah, I
last
saw. Yeah,
week,
met Maria
and I met Maria. Yeah, she's fantastic, by the way.
Yeah, she's great.
Greetings to Maria.
She's excellent lighting artist.
She's a beast. Like she's holy. I think she's super popular in the lighting industry, in the lighting niche.
Oh, is it?
Everyone, when we're walking through Gamescom, I fixed that lighting for that game. I know these guys here. I've worked for them. They contact me for this game. It's crazy. I was like, okay, yeah.
Very, very cool.
Yeah, I was at Gamescom, and what I saw, there are not these like big, huge, triple, quadruple A blockbusters anymore. Especially they don't have this big booth and stands with, like, there are still games that are that big, like Borderlands, for example.
Black Ops 7 was the showcase just now, and everyone hated it. Is this the one? Gamescom. Yeah, I didn't really keep up with the comms and the may not surprise you.
When I was walking over the venue, I saw there are so small little companies, small little games, but not these like huge triple, quadruple A games anymore at the moment. We will see how it will develop in the future, but I think people are more they are seeing that indie is also a good way to go, and really nailing the zeitgeist again to
good video games, passion, and it's all about creativity and making a good game, and then
that is fun.
Obviously, people want to make money, so you can make another game and pay your bills, but that's not the only focus. It's to make a good game that respects the gamer, and I love companies that do that. They instantly have my allegiance, or whatever you call it.
Yeah. So what is your plan? Like, you would jump back to Romero at any time, but what if this doesn't happen? You will continue freelancing, right?
I mean, it could not happen. I have a feeling it will. But yeah, I might age like milk. Who knows? What I will do? Freelancing, or I would probably focus on my marketplace packs most of the time to see how far I can push that. If I can get it back to COVID levels of income, I'll be very, very happy. Because people were buying packs like crazy then, man.
Yeah.
It was wild. Yeah.
Yeah, you told me that. How's like the whole marketplace thingy? It got super bloated in the last few years. That's from an outside perspective. Mm-hmm. Lots of AI bullshit, and it got really it got blown up with all this crap. And
a lot of my packs are a copy. I don't want to sound all arrogant, but it's obvious. A lot of the packs that I started making, like the wings pack and eyes and mouths, everyone started copying those, so I've got more competition now. Sometimes I improve on it, and it's like, oh shit, that pack's way better than my teeth pack. That's why I made another teeth pack recently, because I noticed the ones that are out now are way better than my teeth pack from 6 years ago. So I made another one.
I also saw lots of things like duplicates, and there are like these grunge textures that are all the same. Every text, every set is the same. It's just copy pasted from another pack. And
I don't know how those people. I don't know how I was going with those people. 'Cause I know a lot of people. Well, some people that I have marketplace friends. It does annoy them.
That's
obviously annoys.
It's like metal scratches and leaking scratches. These are all the same. It's crazy.
Yeah, I suppose because it's so easy to compile a pack and sell it and get a few extra dollars, especially if you're in a really cheap cost of living country and you charge $1 and you undercut all the other guys. It sucks for us, but
It's also hard to, like, the copyright is hard. Like, who made this scratch, for example? It's hard to tell, right?
Yeah.
It's super hard to follow back, and
Yeah, no, true. Who made this scratch?
Who made this scratch and who scanned this scratch? Is it?
I mean, I have. Which marketplace was it? I sat on 6 of them. I can't remember which one. It doesn't really matter. But I have at least twice now contacted the marketplace to say, listen, these guys are stealing my stuff, and they removed it. And the other day on Etsy, I haven't selling there yet. I should. On Etsy, there was a
Oh,
company.
you're selling on
in-
Etsy? No.
I'm not
But you
yet.
saw-
but
you saw.
someone, or
Mhm.
a customer of mine notified me that a company in Bangladesh is reselling my packs as is, like completely, which is strictly not allowed in my license terms. So I approached them directly instead of Etsy, and they took it down. It was a really cordial
That's cool.
discussion. I was really impressed. Like, okay, maybe I don't want the headache from Etsy if and get banned, but yeah. So yeah, it depends. But I was like, hey guys, come on, man, it's not cool. And they removed
I
it.
also heard that the ArtStation support became really, really bad. You have to wait ages for replies. This whole VAT stuff has been a issue, right, for you as well, not living in Europe, right?
It's more my ignorance, because that VAT thing apparently has been there since 2023 at least, because when I looked at the FAQs for that, that's when it was updated. So I just haven't noticed. Because when I set up my packs, and it doesn't update with the VAT added. It only shows up when you browse in the marketplace, and I don't browse often for my own models, only when I want to see if they're trending or not, to see. And then usually I didn't look at the price, because it's my model. So yeah.
I see.
But it's not the end of the world. I think in America, which is by far my biggest customer base, there is no VAT added.
Okay.
So, yeah. But yeah, marketplaces.
Are you selling
Right
on any
signal.
other marketplaces?
CG Trader, CubeBrush, Fab, which used to be Unreal Marketplace, Gumroad.
Flip Normals?
Flip Normals, yep. I love the Flip Normals guys. Hennig and...
They are fantastic. Yeah, I follow them on Twitter. Yeah, they're really cool.
Great. But yeah, those are the 6 places. ArtStation is the main
that's cool.
income, because
That's what you told
my
me.
stuff's
Yeah.
more artist aimed, so hence it doing well on ArtStation. Where the other marketplaces are more aimed at game ready assets or tutorials and so on.
That's true. Yeah, ArtStation is more like a general big marketplace for everything.
By the way, I recommend anyone in your discipline, whatever it is, make a tutorial and sell it. Even though there's lots of stuff on YouTube, just do it. Because I haven't made one yet, but I hear from everyone.
You could.
I hear from all these people that tutorials do the best. From Hennig themselves,
Yeah.
they say, for Flip Normal, they say tutorials do incredibly well. Even if there is stuff on YouTube, people don't mind paying $10 to $50 for a 20-hour or whatever in detail, non-sped up tutorial. If they want to really learn something. So whoever wants to do that, apparently it's
Yeah, they
really,
take some time,
really
to
good.
be honest, doing tutorials.
Well, everything that's worth it takes time, though.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
'Cause, I like money a lot. Not supposed to say that, but yeah, I love money because not money. It's for the sake of money. I love money because it gives me freedom to do what I like, and that is go out and party and have fun and buy music equipment and pay the rent. So
Yeah, that's true.
Not in a greedy way, just in I love money and it gives me freedom. It's funny when people will say to me, money doesn't matter. I'm like, really? Maybe you live in the savannah or in a hut, then of course it doesn't. But if you live in a city or in the Western world, or you're in South Africa, it sure as fuck matters, my friend. Yeah, it sure as fuck matters.
Are you still going out partying, Bernhard?
Yes, I do.
Yes.
It's funny, I do more now than I did in my teens and 20s. Because I moved back to Cape Town just under 2 years ago, and hooked up with my old friends from high school again, and yeah, we go to all sorts of side tech, side trance, drum and bass, metal, goth parties and dance.
Oof.
Have wine, and it's just loud and awesome, and I've forgotten how cool it is to dance. How fun it is to dance, because I lost that in my 30s, at parties with friends. I completely lost touch with that, and my one best friend showed me how much fun I was missing out on again when I moved back, and I'm very grateful to him. Mr. Charles Young, a good friend, Charles Young.
Nice.
By the way, you party at all? You go out?
No, not that big anymore. I'm old now. I go to bed early.
I bet I'm fucking old if you're old, because you're 15 years younger than me.
I know, Bernhard. But I do lots of sports. I do lots of cycling, running, lifting. I
you do
really
lifting, cool.
yeah, it keeps my head really, really in a really better place, I'd say. Sometimes I feel days where I feel like, oh, today is like meh, you know what I mean? Like nothing feels good, and nothing is like. But then when I do sports, I'm like, huh, life is not too bad at all, right?
Endorphins, right?
It's crazy what it does to my body.
It is insane because I do calisthenics, bodyweight exercises, and I do very fast walking around the city for exercise.
Yeah, that's lovely.
Physical and dancing, not that I'm a good dancer, but whatever. I know what you mean. The endorphins lifts up your mood like few other things naturally do. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's really crazy. So I do lots of sports.
I have sports you do.
Yeah. I play tennis sometimes, and I play badminton.
Okay.
Yeah, and road biking. That's also a huge thing for me. I live on the countryside, and I just jump on the bike and listen to music and hit the pedals. Yeah.
Where do you live again at the moment?
In Germany.
Now you're in Germany. Munich. Okay.
Yeah.
Lovely. I used to play tennis as well. I was in the primary school, which is what do you call it in Europe? The first main school you go to.
Yeah, I know.
I was in the schools. I was in the team, but I was the worst. So I always thought, man, I'm letting everyone down. Because the guys above me were so much better than me. But I enjoyed tennis.
I see.
Tennis is cool. Tennis is fun.
Tennis is cool. It's also a mind game, right?
It's very much so. I remember 50% mind game.
Yeah.
To win. Yeah.
So yeah, let's hope Romero coming back on track. That would be. I had lots of meetings on Gamescom with like potential freelancing clients and lots of companies I'd speak with. I could work for. But yeah, I won't get the full package again I had with Romero Games. Like,
how do you know? Maybe it's better with it if it gets funding and we're back. Maybe it's even better.
Yeah, that's true. But like something else than Romero. Yeah, I need to go back to full freelancing because at Romero I wasn't freelancing. I was like in-house and
Me too. I was full-time.
Yeah, full-time via remote.com, which was really cool. I had all my social packages paid and I had nothing to take care of. I just...
no software, they paid medical bills for me and my fiance.
That's
and the Provident Fund, which is like a kind of a pension fund. I'm not sure what the difference is. And it's great.
Also, a big thing is remote work is not that popular anymore.
I noticed. It still exists.
I hear more and more studios going back to in-house, which is completely. I don't understand it. Yeah, I really don't understand it.
In this climate, who the fuck is gonna gamble everything for a job that may not even exist before they land at the airport?
Absolutely.
And I'm not even exaggerating. It happens often. How can they expect that? It's like, come on, man. And you'll know if a person doesn't do the work because it won't be on time all the time. You'll know if they're taking the piss. Easily.
Exactly. And if I'm doing a weapon and the weapon is not here on next week, you will definitely see it that I didn't do any work. So
simple as that.
That's simple as it is. Yeah, I don't understand it.
No,
and also I'm now at a point in my life. I'm not 19 anymore. I don't live with I don't have the freedom to do whatever I want. I have a wife. I have my house here. I can't just
your house.
Break up. Yeah, I can't just go leave.
You own your house.
Leave my hometown just for, yeah. But maybe they can allow to do it. Maybe the companies, they have enough talent that are applying. So maybe they don't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, maybe this. Yeah, I mean, to be playing devil's advocate, I suppose they don't owe anyone a job. They can hire whoever the hell they want.
Absolutely,
but it still
they can hire anyone.
Not great. Because no one owes me anything. But
you could still
freelance
leave that open.
is remote a lot. Fortunately, there's no job security, I currently freelance and I've got no medical or any of that stuff. I have to buy my own software, rent my own software, but I'm just happy to have a gig. in the climate of today, you know.
Absolutely.
And a nice
Yeah.
gig, very nice. I'm loving the gig.
Keep the ball rolling and just create cool shit, you know. That's what I would love to continue to do
Yeah.
as well. To get back, like, to get back the daily life, you know, and to the everyday life, to have something to do and to have the necessity to get to the PC and do something, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's crucial, as you say, to stay busy. Of course.
Stay busy. That's the biggest thing. Yeah.
Well, fortunately, I'm a lot like my dad. I'm a workaholic. I love being busy. It's hard for me to be passive, i.e., just sit around and watch. Well, I don't watch TV. Does anyone watch TV? But you know what I mean. Just being passive for me is very hard. Unless I'm drinking a bottle of wine, slowly enjoying that, and movies.
But then you just focus. Then you just focus on this after a long working day. You know what I mean?
Yeah, with your partner or on your own or whatever. Just relax, bit of wine, get that euphoria from white wine, whatever it is your poison, and watch a good movie. Last good movie I saw was Possessor, by the way, David Cronenberg's son. That Brandon Cronenberg. Fuck, it's good. Hardcore, mature
really?
sci-fi. Yeah. If anyone knows David Cronenberg, I think his son is far superior to his father, and no one will probably ever listen to me again after I said that. But yeah, he's great. Possessor.
David
amazing.
Cronenberg.
He's a legend in the sci-fi horror industry, you know, since 70s, I believe. His son now also makes movies, and I think I just prefer his son's movies. But anyway, I can blabber all day about movies. I probably shouldn't.
I'm always into movies. I watch lots of movies, but I'm not into horrors. That's something I can tell you. I'm a huge
I'm into everything except romantic comedies. There are exceptions, like Eagle vs. Shark, which is Jermaine Clements and Taika Waititi film. There are exceptions, but anything is good, really.
Yeah.
What's your favorite?
I'd say as we already spoke about the Lord of the Rings. I'd say.
Oh, it is your favorite movie, yes. Not a bad choice.
Yeah, I watch it mostly every year once. The whole trilogy.
The whole extended.
Yes.
14 hours, I think. Great. I want to do that again. I haven't done it in 7 years. Yeah. 7 years.
That's quite a long time. Sometimes I think I'm making a pause this year because to really appreciate it again. You know what I mean? Because it has been only 1 year ago. But still, when it's getting cold outside here in Germany, the snow is falling. It's Christmas time starting. I get the ick, and I need to.
It's so cozy, watch it, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's a cozy thing.
It's a feel-good movie.
Yeah. I love the atmosphere. It's a cool hangout movie as well. I'd say the whole trilogy. Just cool to be there. You know, hang out with them.
Yeah.
But everyone hates the Hobbit trilogy, but I like them as well. They're not as good, but I like hanging out.
They're not as good, but they're not. But I like. They're fine. They're fine. Yeah,
they're fine. Everyone says
give me everything from this world, apart from the new Amazon series.
Yes, agreed. I can fully agree on that.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you watching any series at the moment?
Oh yes. So I'm. You would know. You briefly commented on our one WhatsApp group. Dark, German series.
Oh.
Fuck.
How the sound. Ooh. The sound, the lighting, the camera.
Everything. The acting, my favorite part is the infinite not triquetra mind loop. And I find it really pleasing how I don't see it brain breaking, more like, the time travel loops, how there is no origin. Are you? Season 2, episode 6.
Okay.
So 8. But everything's in threes, right? Past, present, future, 3 seasons, 33 years between. That's also one of my top 3 shows of all time is Hannibal, Severance.
Oh,
Dark.
Hannibal and Severance were great.
Yeah, Hannibal. I love
Mikkelsen.
Yes, psychology, philosophy and a bit of theology and history and classical history to me, combined in something like Hannibal and Dark, a little bit, well, Jungian psychology and so on. It really turns me on, even though I'm a novice with a lot of that stuff. I find it extremely stimulating, and in a package like those, oh man, heaven. So yeah, those are the three.
I got an.
Yeah.
These are your three favorite series.
Oh, yeah. Yes, by far.
I got into Vikings now. I
Right.
have it. I didn't have it on my radar for quite some time, but now I thought I'll give it a go. And
I think it's great.
It's really cool. Like,
which season?
I'm already in the first episode 8 or 8. Yeah, episode 8. Yeah.
Okay, so first season still. Okay, you've got so much awesome ahead of you. I love that fucking series, man. It's great.
Yeah.
Very, very.
Unfortunately, I already got spoiled, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I won't say anything. I'm a big. Is proponent the right word? I'm not sure, but I believe. Because whenever I'm going to watch a series or anything, I immediately go to IMDb specifically, because it's thousands of users' rating out of 10. I don't like a thumbs up or down like Rotten. And all I check is the rating for the genre. If it's horror, a lower rating is acceptable. Who directed it, and that's it. I don't look at the synopsis, summary, or any keywords at all, because the less you know, the better for anything.
Yeah,
right?
that's true. Yeah,
It's the Substance with Demi Moore, which I love. I had no idea what it was about. I don't have a clue, on purpose. And then when the movie played out, I was like, whoa! It was like, wow, this is far out. It was great.
I was watching a movie with my mom last week, and she told me she doesn't know anything about the movie. She didn't watch any trailer, and I'm like, oh, that's really cool. Like, that's really cool, because you don't know anything what's happening. And also we have a cinema event called in our local cinema here. It's called Sneak Peek, where they play movies that will be released in 1 or 2 months, but you don't know what you're up to. Like, you don't know the movie, you don't know anything about it, and you just sit there and it all comes down with a surprise.
Perfect. I don't watch trailers at all anymore. I haven't for years. I can't believe the stuff they spoil in the trailer. Your mum's doing it the right way. That's how I do.
I
don't want to.
I should start doing it. Yeah.
Trust me, man. It elevates the experience so much. Sometimes you spend your time with something that you knew you wouldn't have liked if you read the synopsis and so on. But usually, the IMDb rating and the genre for me is enough to go, okay, cool. That's all I want. Just the genre and IMDb rating, but no keywords, no synopsis, and it's so much better, man. Try it out.
Yeah. And I also like
intrigue and mystery is everything right in a movie for me, at least. Surprise, intrigue, and mystery.
Yeah, same with Severance. When we started out, I think it was also that popular because you didn't know what it was about. Same with Lost, for example. It always had this mystery in it, and you wanted to keep watching the next episode. And not that many episodes or not that many series are doing that anymore. To have this really. The hook that keeps you pushing it. I think at the moment you're just watching it for the sake of it, to finish it, to just keep on it, but not like the hook you have with Severance,
Agreed.
For example.
But I agree. But I'm very picky with what shows because it's such a big time investment, right?
Oh
so
yeah,
I'm
compared to movies, right?
I watch. And usually me and my fiance, very often Sunday, especially in winter, is our cocoon day. And that's when we would catch up and binge series, fireplace, snacks and drinks, and put on catch up with 5 or 6 episodes of whatever we love, I love doing that. Do you do that?
That sounds great. Yeah, we do that. Yeah,
that's
sometimes we do that. Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah. Cocoon away. No one may disturb. Turn phone off. Bottle of wine. Binge. Blah blah blah. Snacks. Pizza. So on.
I want to do it now.
Yeah, we'll probably do it this Sunday. It's still winter here. It's the end of winter. So.
Oh yeah. I live on the other side.
Go to the waterfront. If it was sunny, we'll feel guilty cocooning. But
I was there. It's lovely. I was in Cape Town when I was 14. Yeah, with my parents.
Did we speak about this in Galway? I don't think we did.
I'm not too sure.
Huh. Okay. Yeah. You were in Cape Town when you were 14. So what? 30 years ago. 31 years ago.
No. 17 years ago.
17. Sorry. Yeah. How'd you find that?
Yep.
So 2005, 2003.
Yeah, something around that. Yeah. Yeah. It was cool. It was really cool.
Yeah, I love Cape Town.
Yeah, Cape Town is really cool.
It's only one.
Maybe it has changed now. You know what I mean?
But it's Time Out
Cities always
magazine.
change.
Yeah, I mean, it was voted, and this is good and bad. It's good for ego, I suppose. Well, not my ego, but the city has been voted the best in the world for everything in Time Out magazine, like 18,000 people.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm like, yeah, I agree because I live here and I do love it, but I don't know. But it's also meant property prices have gone through the roof here in the city bowl where I live, like because it's such high.
Yeah, I guess it has also its flaws, right?
Oh yeah, it's certainly
like
got
every
flaws, I
city.
mean.
No
It's-
city is perfect.
No, it's definitely not. It's a bit Wild West in certain areas. You wouldn't walk at night, like you will die. It's the most violent city in the world, Cape Town.
Really?
Yeah, but that stat is always, I wouldn't say misconstrued, but Cape Town is it's got 4 million people, but it's spread out massively over 150 kilometers in many directions along the coast.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the most violent if you go to the Cape Flats, which is like mainly gang areas, and well, it's a lot of gangs there.
Mm-hmm.
But that pushes up the percentage of the figures and so on. But if you're in like the city bowl where I live, or most normal people, you know, it's normal, I suppose, somewhat normal.
Yeah, Conrad also lives in Cape Town, right? With
Yeah,
his
he lives.
children.
Can you believe we haven't hung out yet? Because we are friends, but we haven't since he's
That's
moved
weird.
here. That's
That's
weird. It's
still
fucking weird. But we've both been very busy with, because he's got 2
Life.
babies, his little kids, and
Mm-hmm.
also lots of, he also, you know, because I was absent for 22 years, so much friends and family still, you know, to catch up the last year and a half I've been here. It's only now calmed down. So yeah, but it is a terrible excuse, I know. I need to hang out with Conrad, because he's awesome. He's great. Yeah, he lives
Yeah,
around
he's
the,
really cool.
he lives the other side of the mountain from me, in Tokai. I know, he's actually moved now, but yeah, he lives not too far from me.
Nice.
Yeah.
So Bernhard, thank you so much for the talk. It
Thank
was
you.
fantastic.
It was fun, man.
It was
Really
really
fun.
cool to catch up
Yeah.
with you. We didn't speak
Yes.
that much about like creatures and video game development, but
That's all right.
I also like to have more like a personal chat with you, because we worked with each other and we worked with at Romero Games. So it was also, for me, it was also
Same.
cool to see a colleague making it through life, and how he
Likewise. And
came
everyone
back
knows
from-
what we do as
from the
3D
ashes.
artists. You know, everyone knows what we do,
Yeah.
and how we do it. It's nothing
Basically,
special, really. Just repetition.
yeah, it's repetition and improving every day.
Yeah, that's about it. Like everything else. Yeah.
Bernhard, keep it up. Thank you so much for the time, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.
Same to you, man. Thank you very much. It was fun. I'll speak to you later.
Thanks, Bernhard. Bye bye.
Bye bye.